Okay, I'd like to call the Groton Board of Education special meeting to order, being held on March 6, 2025 at 5 p.m. It's a remote meeting. And the purpose of the meeting is discussion and possible action regarding the approval of the roof replacement project at Charles Barnum Elementary School.
So, as you know, Sam has been working closely with Ray to get the paperwork into the state for the roof project so we can go out to bid. And in that, he had to report the date that you all had approved the project. So when we went looking through our documents, Joyce found that you had approved the specs for the project, but you didn't officially approve putting a new roof on Charles Barnum School. And we've had the CIP for several years now, and we were hoping to get it done this summer. So it's really kind of now very timely to get this information to the state so we can build the roof for Charles Barnum. So we do have the funds through the town to do this work. You all had also contemplated solar panels, but I remember the decision with the specs were just to go with the specs for the roof itself and not to entertain the solar panels at this time. So I think it's going to be, I think you have a motion, Beverly, to make. Yes. And if anybody wants to talk about it, certainly, or ask questions. But this is just to make the motion to approve the building project for Charles Barnum, which is the roof project itself.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve the roof replacement project at Charles Barnum Elementary School. Do I have a second? Matthew, thank you. Okay. You want to say anything else, Susan?
No,
Ian?
I think that's it, really.
Okay, Ian?
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to just a quick clarification question, more or less. If my memory serves correctly, I think the reason we didn't go with the solar panels was because there was like some question with Groton Utilities versus Eversource. Is that Barnum's in like an area where it's Groton Utilities and not Eversource?
That's right, Ian. And so yeah, with the Eversource, we really, you know, they were really providing or leasing these, where with the other organization, you'd have to purchase them. So there were additional costs to it up front. And I think that the board had decided to put that off at this time.
Right, yeah, okay, that's as I recall. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions for Susan?
I see Adrian's hand.
Okay, I didn't see Adrian's hand. Okay, Adrian, go ahead. Oh, yep.
Yeah, I had the similar question on the solar panels. I don't remember the board actually making a decision to not go with the solar panels, and I thought we just talked about splitting the two projects up. But I don't believe the board, I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe the board ever said we don't want to do solar panels.
You all can discuss that, Jay. You might remember, but I do know that you did approve the specs, and the specs that you approved were for the actual roof project itself and not for the solar panels. So that's what was in the notes from Joyce.
Yeah. Jay?
So as Ian pointed out, Groton Utilities does not work with solar. And frankly, their rates are so low that the payback would be probably longer than we expect the building to be in use, frankly. And unlike with Eversource, we would have to pay for the panels and the installation and the maintenance. And there's no money in the CIP to cover that. The CIP is just enough to do the roof. So right, we'd have to go back and get it. We'd have to start this process all over again if we contemplated solar. So while I think we all would like solar, well, I shouldn't say we would all like, I mean, we want to be more environmentally friendly, but I don't even know that then are being responsible for the eventual removal and disposal of the solar panels, unlike with Eversource where that's all done through the green bank. So I just think this particular site presents problems that we really can't overcome.
Yeah, I
And
think,
the same thing was true with Thames River. That's why that brand new school didn't get solar panels, because they're in the same predicament.
Mm.
So at this time, doesn't seem that it's doable.
yeah, that's my thought, the same thought that Jay had, that it wasn't feasible at this time to do anything with Charles Barnum other than replace the roof.
Right.
Well, I just want to just go back to that a little bit. I mean, I don't think we need to have the solar talk tonight. But I don't believe, I would be fine with that, but I don't believe the board actually made that decision or had that discussion as a board. I believe, as I remember, it was going to cost about $50,000 was the fee to the board, and the payback was slow because of Groton Utilities only gives like 3 cents or something. I mean, they give very, very little back. But there was concerns about it, but I just don't remember the board actually saying, no, we don't want to do solar. And I would appreciate, doing that at some point. That being said, I don't think that it should hold up the roof project, because I think they're two separate things.
Yeah, no, we can't hold up this roof project, Adrian. We have to move forward with it. Dr. Ackerman?
I remember the conversation, and I remember that I believe anyway that we decided not to do solar, perhaps at this time, but we decided not to do it.
Mhm.
Ian, you still have your hand, you all finished, Dr. Ackerman?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Ian, you still have your hand up?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of, I'm not sure if we actually took a vote or not either, but I think it was one of those moments where it was kind of a consensus where we just realized that, the encumbrances that would come with the solar panels due to Groton Utilities restrictions on that
Yeah.
were just too cumbersome, and we just kind of put it on the shelf. I don't think official.
We lost your last comments, Ian. Ian? You-
So I think, and are correct.
Okay, yeah, not everything do we vote on. I think that at that point, we were just doing it by consensus, so.
You did vote on the specs though, and the specs
Right,
were
we
for
voted on
the
the specs.
roof. So
Mhm.
you did that, but now we have to just make sure we've, dotted our i's and crossed our t's so we can get this thing moving forward, and that's with this vote.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor to approve the roof replacement project at Charles Barnum Elementary School, say aye. Raise your hand.
Aye.
Opposed? Who's opposed?
No, that was me saying aye for the in favor.
Okay, I
It's
got
just
you,
delayed.
Ian, thank you.
Thank you.
Abstentions? All right, so approved. Do we have a motion to adjourn? This was a quick meeting. Thank you, everybody, for
Motion to
coming.
adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, it's 5:11 and we're now adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have
That's
a
the
great
best meeting
weekend.
we've had.
You bet.
Have a great weekend.